At Newbury, Martin Dixon alongside. Has James Doyle got it right? Did he have a choice?
I think he's made the correct choice pre-race. Whether that proves to be the right choice afterwards, we'll wait and see. But he's gone for the horse with the single standout best piece of form this season. He's gone for the horse that's 2-1 market favourite, who has been really well backed, and this is the track where he's produced that standout performance of the season. So I think he's got it right. But I can absolutely see the case why the other two are both good rides in the race, aren't they? And we're stood paddock side, Nick. We've got prime view of the horses in the flesh as they're going round in the prelims. I thought Kind of Blue was the absolute standout in the paddock. He looks tremendous, and he just looks like a horse that is now really thriving. His performances have built up over the course of the season. Yeah, but I couldn't have been more positive about him beforehand. Big Mojo was just getting a little bit warm between his back legs. Nothing overly concerning, but he was just sweating up a bit more than some.
He's run up the stands rail. Far side, you'll have Flora Bermuda out of stall 1. Art Power, who's won this race before, albeit on soft ground, will be up the middle and will probably give a lead to Lazat there.
We've got Art Power 10, Quinault 15 high, and Spy Chief, who is a real tearaway, isn't he? Spy Chief in stall 4 over the far side. So front runners all across the track, really. I think there's pace everywhere. I'm hoping that there's not going to be a big bias like everybody is.
And there was a big bias at Haydock, and that is why Lazat, who finished behind Kind of Blue and Big Mojo at Haydock, is favourite to reverse that form.
Yeah,
because he was undone by being out in the swamp.
He was really. He was in stall 10, and you could look at it beforehand and think, well, that's an okay draw. James Doyle's got choice to go wherever he wants. He did, but as it turned out, he decided to go straight down the barrel, middle of the track. It wasn't where you wanted to be. I think he ran pretty well. You know, people are putting up Inisherin, who may well run well. He's got plenty of ability, but on the basis of him doing the best of the low draws, well, I think Lazat's track position was just as inconveniencing as Inisherin's, really, because you just needed to be stand side, and neither of them were.
Inisherin's signature performance in his career came here when he won the Commonwealth Cup last year at this track on nice ground. Raevka's signature performance came here when 3rd in this year's Commonwealth Cup, a race she might have won with a better rub of the green.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, she did run well that day, and I can see the case for her running well on the basis of that performance. I don't really think she's gone the right way necessarily from it. She's not a really big, strong, robust filly necessarily, and I just wonder whether she can mix it with this type of horse against the elders in a top sprint. We'll wait and see. But Lazat really hardened at the top of the market into 2-1. I do think Kind of Blue will run a big race again this afternoon. It's just tailor-made for him. We've seen it from him in Ascot previously, obviously, but his season is very much building up. It looks like it's built up towards this day again, and he did look fantastic in the paddock.
Yeah, Wathnan are armed and dangerous here with the front 3 in the market. Lazat with James Doyle down the centre, Flora Bermuda over on the far side, Kind of Blue bidding to repeat last year's success and give James Fanshawe a 3rd success in this Kipco British Champion Sprint, all with members of the same family. In goes Kind of Blue now. He'll be just about the last for this Kipco British Champion Sprint. 1 or 2 left out the back. One of those is Run to Freedom, who's been 2nd in this race at a huge price before, was 3rd at a monster price in the July Cup, and is 80-1 today. It'd be dangerous to discount him completely. And he'll be about the last with King's Gamble for the Kipco British Champion Sprint Group 1, Simon Holtz.
The Kipco British Champion Sprint.
Oh, well, Richard Fahey back in 2018 won this race with the unconsidered Sands of Mali at 28-1. This horse might be 5 times that price. Powerful Glory has bounced back to form from nowhere. 200-1 winner of the Group 1 Kipco British Champion Sprint. And has beaten Lazat, the favourite, and Quinault in 3rd, in the July Cup winner, no half measures, is 4th. Well, 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 in a season where sprint races have gone this way and that with gay abandon, this just about sums it all up. And it's Jamie Spencer, the king of the Ascot straight track. Even he must be surprised by this. Let's hear the official results.
Number 15.
He's called it Powerful Glory, 200-1. Here's Lydia. The lowest rated horse in the race, the least experienced horse in the race, jointly the youngest horse in the race. He's the biggest price Group 1 winner in Europe, 11 on Fame and Glory. It's another glory for him today. Powerful glory. I'm still trying to pick myself up off the floor. That
Yeah.
you could not find that if you'd had 18 goes.
No, I mean, it's a ridiculous result. We've had a Mill Reef winner on the card that's been turned over at even money in the two-year-old conditions race. This fellow won the Mill Reef last year. He's gone off 200 to 1. There was nothing really to see in his first 2 runs this season. He hadn't shown a bit, and well done, Richard Fahey. You've got to say that. It's been a tough year for the yard, hasn't it? They're operating at an 8% strike rate, way down on numbers and strike rate compared to normal standards. But to land a big pot like this will help a little bit with that, won't it, for sure? And perhaps they're just turning the corner. But this is, yeah, I mean, it's taken everybody aback, hasn't it?
I'm just trying to cast my mind to when Jamie Spencer's most recent Group 1 winner might have been, and I think it might be a little while.
Cardham last year.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, Cardham in the Jubilee.
Same course and distance
in the Jubilee. Yeah, you're spot
100
on.
to 1.
2023.
Was he 100 to 1?
Yeah, and he is a master on this track.
Yeah,
an absolute master.
Absolutely.
Wow. Extraordinary.
It is an extraordinary result. And Lazat.
I mean, if you're Gerard Renier, you're sitting there thinking,